until they get a quarterback. I remember Persona putting on there. He wants to volunteer to serve as the quarterback. It's just ridiculous.
Look, man, it's never a good thing. You lose one to IR this week, and I just go, and I'm going to play it here in a second. Sean Payton mentioned it. That's my hope right now. I'm hoping it's communication, not personnel. That's what I'm hoping for. I mean, you heard John Hendricks say, you heard Shorty say, these are guys that were at least, and now all of a sudden their technique's gone. Sean Payton said it yesterday. All of a sudden they forgot how to do technique. I mean, I'm just get what out of your butts, and then get back to playing the kind of football that you played just last year. If you just play what you did last year, you're fine.
Yeah, I understand that theory, but I mean, Peyton makes the change and then goes back at halfway through the game. I'm not buying into it. I just don't think they can find what they're looking for in that position. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
But anyway, brother, I was good talking to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I don't mean to cut it short on you, but I'm actually working right now. But I need to
keep going.
Get in there and talk to you about it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Release the Kraken.
Exactly. What are you grinning about over here? Why are you possibly? What are you grinning about over here?
Well, I just got my glass cup taken away from me.
You got your glass. What? Did you almost spill it?
No, it's because they're smaller than the styrofoam.
Right.
And I feel bad for her because she's walking back and forth.
Do you even know her name?
I do not, sadly. Sarah, it's Sarah. Yes, it's Sarah walking back and forth.
That's not she. It's Sarah. They have names.
I know. It's I haven't been here in a while, so
I
forgot.
It's kind of the first.
I meet a lot of people. I'm sorry.
It's a gentleman, right? Now what you do, you walk in. Hey, George. You see,
just said it.
See, she knew your name. The business. I love that. Maybe we'll have Sarah on in a little bit to talk.
Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Sarah.
She can be a guest in you know what? In the 2 o'clock hour, Sarah will come on because she probably knows more than Joy the intern right
now. All right, guys, I'll just leave right now.
When we come back, the voice of the Tulane Green Wave joins us, Todd Graffinini.
Bubbles.
Why is he Bubbles? What did he do now?
Did you see this week's game?
Stop it. A lot of teams don't look good against Ohio State. But he did tell us the Tulane's offense. Well, yeah, you know what? He does have a little bubbles in him. He does have a little bubbles in him. Bubbles Graffinini up next on the Sports Hangover. We're live at Denny's. 32-17. Ridge Lakers. See, I'm ready for the weekend. That's what I love about college football season and the NFL. I love about fall. Thursday now feels like a Friday. It's on Friday.
That's tomorrow either.
So it does feel like a Friday. Look at you.
And I had a delicious meal.
Yeah, well, several. We had 2.
Cut in my salad.
You're
just sit back and
the rest of the day.
I mean, all I have to do is upload the show now.
Yeah, how nice is it to meet you? Sports Hangover continues next on ESPN New Orleans.
Rogers Parts, your local distributor of marine and industrial supplies, has what you need to keep your vehicle rolling safely down the road. Whether it's repair or maintenance, Napa has the parts to help you make your vacation destination. Getting ready for that big fishing trip, they have quality marine parts to help keep your boat going. So stop by one of Rogers Parts' 5 locations: Lockport, LaRose, Galliano, Morgan City, and Labadyville, and talk with one of their ASE parts specialists. Rogers Parts, they've got the Napa know-how.
Is it time for new carpet? Don't pay retail. New Orleans Flooring has partnered with Dalton Carpet Mill to bring you carpet straight from the source. 30-ounce FHA solution, 99 cents a square foot. 50-ounce First Quality Solution dyed carpet, only $1.50 per square foot. Keep your rentals in top shape and your home comfortable with better priced carpet from New Orleans Flooring Distributors. For the best priced carpet, call 504-249-6394. That's 504-249-6394. Or visit on LNA Road off Airline in Metairie. Online at NOLAFlooring.com.
Hi, this is Mike Basie. Friends at PCM call me Big Mike. This year, our PCM team is celebrating 20 service in the oil and gas industry. I believe our company's best assets will always be its people, and that's what makes PCM strong. I'd like to take this time to thank all the folks of Terrebonne and Lafourche for making these 22 years possible. Our local people are unmatched in their dedication and hard work. Thank you again, and here's to 22 more.
Like the kind where you have antacids stashed everywhere in case it pops up? You know what I mean. Keep some in your bag, or your desk, or your car, or your nightstand. You have those chalky tablets ready for whenever and wherever heartburn strikes. Well, listen up. There's an easier way to deal with your heartburn. Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day will last a full 24 hours with zero heartburn. Kick your antacid habit. It's possible with Prilosec OTC.
This is directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
T-Bob here, my friends at LCR. If you're thinking about doing bath, showers, you need some new appliances, or you just want some new plumbing fixtures, there's only one place to go, and that's LCR in Metairie. When you walk in the doors at LCR, to the largest showroom in the New Orleans area, you will be blown away. And the only thing more impressive than the showroom is the customer service. So check out LCR Nolan now, or call 378-8300. That's 378-8300, and tell them T-Bob said.
Always on the run and short on cash. With a State Bank and Trust Company debit card, you can pay for goods and services without the need for cash in your pockets or the hassle of writing checks. Available on all consumer and commercial checking account holders. Call or stop by any State Bank and Trust location for all the details. State Bank and Trust Company, Cajun Banking, served just the way you like it.
Oh, big talker, ain't you?
The man that likes to talk.
Now, back to the Sports Hangover with Gus Kettengill on ESPN 100.3 FM and ESPN1003.com.
This goes out to Sarah. And he's here. 3217 Ridge Lake Drive. She's my new favorite person, Todd Graffinini, voice of the Tulane Green Wave, since she just gave Jordan the intern the business.
I gave Todd the business.
Yeah, he did. With his music as he walks on in. My friend, how you doing, Todd Graffinini? Voice of the Green Wave.
What's up, Goosey? Do you know who sings Sarah Smile? I'm asking you.
No, I don't know any.
Who just? Oh, good.
That's Joey. Joey plays the hit.
Hall & Oates, man. Hall &
No,
Oates.
yeah, the second one, yeah, that was Hall & Oates. I think the first one was, Jefferson Starship?
It was Hall & Oates.
Yeah, Jefferson Starship, right?
All right.
I got it.
Hey, Joe, if you listen to the song, call Sarah.
Another great who?
Fleetwood Mac.
All right. I didn't realize there was that. Oh, but she says there is. She has her own
Fleetwood
playlist.
Mac is my favorite.
That's awesome. Raph, would you like to address our who called you Bubble?
Why am I Bubble? What did I say?
I mean, Tulane is your football team. Or the voice of the Green Wave.
Correct.
But what made him Bubble?
He talks about him all the time throughout the week. But, still talks about him.
Well, what is he not supposed to talk about him?
I don't know. Tell us when they're not going to do too hot.
Oh, wow.
Jordan, have a seat. Be an intern.
Yep.
Wow.
You know what? I've tried to get him.
You can't get to. I'm not a regular intern.
No, we all know that. 49-6, the loss at Ohio State. I guess that's what he's referring to, our intern here. Look, I said this to the coach when we spoke to him earlier in the week. Darnell Mooney continues, doesn't matter, right? Whether it's a win or a loss or who they're playing, he's making plays. And against that was one of the things you wanted to see. You know what you were up against, and you were up against players. And to see a receiver who had the best probably spring fall translate that against maybe, is that one of the things you took out of that game at the Horseshoe, Todd?
Yeah, look, Mooney had a couple of very nice plays. Had a huge catch that actually set Tulane up for its only touchdown of the day. Where, and Steve Barrios, who's on our broadcast, Tulane Hall of Famer, Tulane Hall of Fame wide receiver for that matter, we talk about it all the time. sometimes your wideouts have to make a play for the quarterback. Not every throw is money every single time. Sometimes the guy's got to go up and get it. And we saw that, especially with the play from Ankalai, where he went over the DB and came down with it at the 5 and actually got to the 1. He was very close to the 4. So those are the type of things you need to see week after week. But Ohio State offense is a flat machine. Dwayne Haskins is as good as I've seen in person. Willie Fritz said after the game was over that it might be the best offense team. And Haskins is bigger than you think he is, but it's funny, Gus. We're watching him warm up before the game, and Ohio State's quarterbacks were throwing to a spot. They weren't throwing to wideouts. They were basically throwing to a guy who was sitting there time and time and time again. And Haskins, before hot drill, was throwing 50-yard bombs, and as Steve Berrios said, we were watching them. He was just dropping dimes. He did not miss, Gus. When you're throwing 50-yard passes and you're dropping them in there every time, I mean, that's a special talent, man. And he was really good. He had 3 incompletions in the first half. He was 21 for 24, and the real main incompletion was a little high on a crossing route. But the other 2 he got hit as he threw. So he very easily could have gone 24 for 24. And I did not think the Tulane defense played particularly poor. Now, there were a couple of missed assignments. We actually played the run very well. The best team we played the run against. But, I mean, Haskins he was ridiculous. He was ridiculous. And in the second half, Tulane's defense was a minute and 1 second away from pitching out. So they didn't, mail it in when they were down 42-6 at halftime, and they kept playing and they kept fighting. And offensively, we were just touching on it. Time in the backfield, I mean, we had a lot of problems blocking Ohio State's line. And I mean, they had 15 tackles for loss, Gus. I mean, you can't overcome that kind of stuff.
I mean, look, that's a program that's obviously competing for national championships. You take what you can out of that. That's why 2 weeks ago, Ty, when you were on the show, I said, look, that's why this week coming up to me, I thought was important, right? If your business tomorrow night against Memphis at Yeoman Stadium, to attain the goal that you set at the beginning of the year, which is bowling, and you need 6 wins, you need to win 5 of your final 7. And the stat that, Gary Smith said earlier this week from The Advocate on Tuesday, once since the undefeated season, once in 1998, since 1998, has Tulane gone 500 play. So you get behind the 8-ball Friday, you're looking at a real.
Yeah, no, I mean, the numbers are definitely stacked against Tulane just because of history. And the problem here is that Memphis is probably the biggest thorn in the side of Tulane as any team in our league. I mean, it's been a long time since Tulane defeated Memphis in football. I mean, you got to go back to 2000. So they've given the Green Wave all kind of problems over the years. And even when Memphis was down, they're not down anymore. Even when Memphis was down, they found a way to win the game. So, yeah, it is. But I will say that I have a feeling, again, I don't want to hear it from you, Jordan, the intern, next week, calling me bubbles. But I have a feeling that the Tulane offense is ready to break out. Don't say uh-oh either.
I just don't. Because as you're saying that, you know what he just did? The second you just said that, he sent me a picture of your face superimposed on bubbles with Michael Jackson.
Yeah. You know what? I tell you what, I might end the interview right now. I might just shut this down completely. All right. Back to what
why are you treating the witness as hostile over here? What are you doing?
I'm just, calling it how I see it. I hear it.
How you hear it.
Todd, Navy
Todd.
beat Memphis earlier this
Yeah.
season. Maybe
They did.
rain could be a factor tomorrow. Could that be to the benefit of the Tulane Green Wave?
I think it would be. I know
Not to me
that's
on
not
the sideline.
that's not good. That's not good for Doug. Calling Poncho because you better bring a Poncho tomorrow night. But yeah, look, I did an interview with Memphis' play-by-play guy who's got a morning show a couple days ago, and he literally said, "Please tell me it's not going to rain Friday night." And I went, "I can't." I mean, the guy literally said, "Please." I said, "No, I can't promise that." He goes, "Because we're horrible in the rain." I said, "I'm not going to try to do a rain dance right now because I'm going to be respectful of me being on the show. But after I get off the show, I'm dancing my patootie off." So, look, Gus, if it's got to come down to that, that would help. But look, their rushing attack is unbelievable, led by Darrell Henderson, who's averaging, and I'm not making this up, 12.5 yards per carry this year through 4 games. Gus, he can take it to the house literally every time he touches the football. And more often than not, he has this year. And I've seen all the highlights and watched the game. So, Tulane must stop Henderson if they can. I was joking with again, their play-by-play guy the other day. I watched the South Alabama game. South Alabama actually moved the ball up and down the field on that. That they can be had defensively. But I thought to myself watching that Memphis-South Alabama game is, why are they even throwing the ball? They don't have to. Their rushing attack is that good. Their offensive line is out. Henderson and Carter or whoever else they put in the backfield can get it done. They really don't have to pass. What they do is to throw it down the field type of passing attack like they had with Paxton Lynch and Riley Ferguson, who just left. They got a transfer from Arizona State. Brady White is their quarterback now. He doesn't have the arm as those other two guys did. It's more of a kind of bubble screen, crossing route type of offense. But experience, and he doesn't try to do things capable of doing. So in that sense, it's a little more conservative, but their rushing attack is so good it really doesn't matter. They score 50 points a game, so it's tough. It's going to be tough. Is that good enough, George? Is that good enough for you, George?
For now.
Okay, yeah. You're happy.
It is all about him, apparently, on the show. How was the week, man? Nice win over the Dolphins.
It was good. Good. I like, I know a lot of people out there don't like it, but I love playing on Friday, man. I mean, it's, we get to be on national television and everybody's watching the game. And then, of course, Saturday, we've got an opportunity to watch a full day of college football. So I'm not complaining one bit. Birthday tomorrow, and he's going to be 2, and we're going to have a nice party on. I know you're going to come over and to put myself in another room while we're watching the Giants game, and everybody else can watch the game in another room. So I guess that's what's going to happen.
I think the Saints win, Todd. Saints will win. Most people think, oh, stop it. No. See?
No.
Come on.
No. I'm not just joking right there, but they better win. You can't lose to the New York Giants. I don't care, who's on the other side. You can't lose to the Giants. And by the way, go Rams. I agree 100%. We're not fighting the Rams here in that week A double S division. We're fighting the Vikings for second seed. I just don't think there's any way that the Rams are at the top seed unless they get hit by the injury bug, which seems to be spreading like wildfire around the NFL.
Okay, I see what you're saying there. By the way, they ain't no, and several people correct. Yeah, it's 6. You only play 6 games. 6. All right, thank you, Todd. Appreciate it, man.
All right, Goosey.
Thank you, Todd.
Tulane Green Wave and Tulane.
What?
I Glad you do. He's only been doing it for 20 plus years, Jordan. You and your second summer. Congratulations. You've come a long way.
I really have.
Jeez.
Let's just look at my accolades.
You know what? You're done. Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports is up next. Don't go anywhere. It's the Sports Hangover on ESPN New Orleans.
When you build your house, I'll go
The Bull Elk's Bugle, one of nature's most focused sounds. That is not a bull elk. That's Kim. Her RV sewage tank is spewing all over her camper. Way out in the middle of elk country. Yep, there's an elk. And that's Kim. It's wild out there. When it gets too wild, Progressive is your RV. Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Parents who let their kids drink need to know that alcohol is the worst drug of all for kids. Part of the reason is parents think it's the safest drug, or they don't think it's a drug at all. Is alcohol kills more kids than all illegal drugs combined. Traffic crashes are the #1 killer of teens, and over 1/3 of teen traffic deaths are alcohol related. Brought to you by the Prevention Partnership, South Central Louisiana Authority, and the Louisiana Partnership for Success Project.
Archie Manning here for Thibodeau Regional. In the Manning household, we're pretty serious about sports. And just like the team at the Sports Thibodeau Regional, we're also very serious about sports safety. As the region's leader in First Comprehensive Sports Medicine Program, they've been in the game longer with certified athletic trainers, fellowship-trained sports medicine, and neuro-sports-trained experts. So play hard, play to win, but play it safe with the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional.
Hi, I'm Lindsay LaRue with Online Construction. Thinking about starting a new project? Well, if you have an idea, we'll make it happen. Darling Construction, a state licensed contractor, offers many services from site work, customized office buildings, and warehouses. Whatever service you require, we'll make it happen. Just call 985-798-8 Don Lane Construction.
Join us for varsity football coverage, 6:30 pregame and 7 o'clock kickoff. Friday, September 28th, South Lafourche versus Vanderbilt. By Mike Colley, candidate for Greater Lafourche Port Commission CH, Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, Chris Gode Insurance and Financial Services, Motors, and South Lafourche Bank. Friday night football on 100.3 FM and 1600 AM KLEB.
Got a hot take?
I've got something to say.
Let's hear it. Call us at 800-998-1003 or tweet us at ESPN Radio NOLA.
I'm a communicator.
Now, back to the Sports Hangover with us.
There he is. Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, man. How are you? What's going on?
Doing great. I'll be at the Miami, North Carolina. Can't afford any slip-ups after you lose a game.
That is very true. College football starts, of course, with that game that I did. Man, a good one, a doozy. Rams and Minnesota. You know, it's crazy because I asked the question that you're rooting for on our show, and we've had several people go, dude, don't root for the Vikings. I was rooting originally for the Vikings because I want the Rams to have a loss, playing for the top seed. That division, they're going to be the #1 seed. You're playing for that second seed to have home field as well. Lee, are some of those callers right?
I think they are. Yeah, you got to look at the entire landscape, not just about your division. It's about maybe making sure you get into a wild card, and you don't want to be the #6 seed.
All right. Well, I am with you. So I guess go Rams. The 7-point favorite tonight, man. They're that tough. Mississippi State and Florida. So a big win by Kentucky last week against Mississippi State. New Mullen versus Old Mullen. You know the cowbells. I'm sure the people in Stark Vegas appreciate what Dan Mullen did there. But, you got to imagine some people on the Mississippi State football team, some players that kind of feel a little, okay, so you'd rather the greener pastures of than still be over here. So I'm
Here's the deal now. When you have a coach like Dan Mullen, who and also his two coordinators, they know the Mississippi State personnel inside and out, so they know their strengths and weaknesses. That is a huge advantage. I mean, this could be worth a touchdown here. Also, not talked a whole lot about, but Florida last week got their inside linebacker, maybe their best defensive player, David Reese, back. And here's a guy that can sift through the garbage sometimes, and he can make that play when in the past that middle linebacker filling in for him just couldn't make that play and it went for a long gainer. Felipe Franks kind of starting to live up to the billing, not there yet. And Mississippi State is going to be without their top cornerback, Peters, in this game. I just think that Joe Moorhead needs to be a little tougher with his players. They lost their cool, and that's why they lost the game last week. They let Kentucky get in their heads, that almost fight before the game, and it carried on for the entire game for Mississippi State. They need to grow up from it. I have them winning the game 28-25, but I have Florida covered.
I hear you. It should be a fun game, though. Like I just mentioned, Kentucky beating Mississippi State there, taking on South Carolina. The Wildcats, a 1.5-point favorite.
Yeah, the question in this game is, can South Carolina stop Kentucky's potent running game? And Kentucky may not be able to stop them cold, but I think they may be able to slow them down. What I think they're going to do, guys, I think they're going to load up the box on defense, take the box, and just say, Kentucky beat us throwing the football. And I don't think Kentucky can do it on a consistent basis. So watch that on first and second down. If they play 7 in the box, I think South Carolina will lose. You can't wait until 3rd and long to put in your other defenses, and you can't use a base defense against Kentucky. So Gamecocks, I think, have a better quarterback than Jake Bentley. How about this? The visitor, 18-6 against the spread in the series. And you talk so much about home field advantage. Like LSU used to have that home field advantage. The Gamecocks used to have it, but they covered 8 straight on the road, and they're not playing with revenge or even double or triple revenge. South Carolina's playing with quadruple revenge. I think South Carolina's the right side here, 28-24.
All right, you got LSU and Ole Miss. Lots of history between these two teams. They go back to where a lot of games where LSU was favored, should win, and they don't sometimes. Or the game's closer here or there. They got an offense, they got no defense. Speaking of Ole Miss, so 12 points for LSU. Do you feel comfortable?
Well, most people, I think, when they saw this line, they thought this line was going to come 14.5, 15. I think talent-wise, LSU's at least 2 touchdowns better. But when a line looks too good to be true, it probably is. I'm telling people that. I've been doing this for 27 years. In a funny line, usually the team that you think, they should get blown out, they somehow cover. Toughest tested day here for the LSU secondary. This Ole Miss passing game can throw the football. This team, they got a quarterback completing almost 65% passes, almost 1,400 yards. They have 3 receivers that'll probably be playing in the NFL. They try to just use 5 DBs on first and second down. I think they're going to run Scott Phillips a lot. This kid was a nice JUCO transfer. He has almost 500 yards this year, and he's averaging 7.5 yards per carry here. So I think Ole Miss is kind of pacing themselves. They don't have the depth like LSU or the talent when they played Southern Illinois and Kent State here. I think LSU wins 38-31, but like I said, the line looks too good to be true. Ole Miss is going to cover.
All right, let's move on to the NFL. Speaking with Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports. You can check them out online, ParamountSports.com, and of course at Paramount Sports. Over on Twitter, Bears in Tampa. I have an interest in this for one reason only. It's fantasy football, and my quarterback Garoppolo's hurt. I had to think of Fitzpatrick. But, man, that Bears defense is sick. Khalil Mack is unbelievable right now and is playing like he wants to show up John Gruden every single snap, dude. They're a 3-point favorite. I'm leaning Bears.
Well, you better take notice here, guys, because both of these two teams could be in the wild card hunt here. And, you talk about players on defense, not just Khalil Mack. It's Leonard Floyd, Akeem Hicks, Danny Trevelyan, and then Roquan Smith, he's starting to come on. They have 14 sacks in 7 this year. And look at all 3 games. They've controlled the ball. Chicago, 33, 34, and 36 minutes time of possession. They've also held all 3 opponents under 100 rushing yards. This is maybe one of the top 2 or 3 defenses in the NFL, and also Tampa Bay. traveling on the short weekend with 3 rookie DBs like Chicago 2017.